Namaskar everyone, welcome back to another video of I Love History 456, and my real name is Shiransh Tiwari. But today I'm going to be telling you why the freedom fighters like Rani Lakshmibai of the 1857 revolt of independence is not a revolt of independence, and all of those freedom fighters are not freedom fighters. So I guess I have a lot to explain to you guys. You guys are probably like, wait, what? Why is he saying that? So yeah, without further ado, let's start the video. Okay, before I tell you the actual reason, we gotta know a bit of the background. So as you know, the British, so at that time India was ruled by the East India Company, and there were many kingdoms in India which the British set up as princely states. So the princely states would usually have a ruler who would just work on their own, but they had accepted the suzerainty of the British, so they were basically like puppet states of the British. So yeah, but then since a few years, the British tried to integrate these princely states one by one, and they tried to annex them into British India, the East India Company. So they introduced various new policies. I'm going to give one example only because it will take a lot of time to cover up everything else. It's a long topic, guys. So I'm going to be talking about doctrine of lapse. So what is doctrine of lapse? So it basically meant if a ruler of the princely state won't have a blood heir, means related, blood related to the current ruler, then they cannot be considered an heir to the throne. So an example of this is Rani Lakshmibai. So when Rani Lakshmibai's husband passed away, Rani Lakshmibai wanted to make her adopted son, as he was the only son Rani Lakshmibai had. I think Rani Lakshmibai also had another son, a blood-related son, which I think the British poisoned, something like that. So Rani Lakshmibai wanted her adopted son to be the next ruler, but the British refused that. Another example, I'm going to tell you another. Yeah, there's also that guy, Nana Sahib, the son of Bajirao Peshwa II, not to be confused with the great Peshwa Bajirao. Peshwa Bajirao II is the grandson of the great Peshwa Bajirao I. So Nana Sahib, as he was the adopted son of the Peshwa, so Nana Sahib, he was in Kanpur, so he was over there. He used to get pension from the British, but then the British just stopped giving that pension to him. He also requested the British again and again to give his pension back. The British refused, and he also had quite a lot of fan following in Kanpur. And I'm going to give you another example of Begum Hazrat Mahal. So her kingdom, as you know, is the princely state of Awadh. So Awadh was taken into the East India Company in 1801, I believe, by the subsidiary alliance. So Awadh basically became a puppet of the British. And then later in 1856, Awadh was annexed into the British India, as the British said that Awadh wasn't being governed correctly, which most people say it's just an excuse to annex Awadh. So this is pretty much the background, as you can understand. Now I'm going to tell you why they are not freedom fighters. So why are they not? Because you saw a pattern in this. All of these so-called freedom fighters, when they lost their privileges or kingdoms, only then they decided to fight. And they didn't fight alone, because they needed a spark which would ignite all the flames to make people fight. And what was that spark? that sparked was Mangal Pandey. And Mangal Pandey is also not a freedom fighter. Let me say that. Because Mangal Pandey was literally a soldier in the British army. And only when the religious sentiments of Hindus and Muslims were hurt because of those cartilages, they were greased by cow and pig fat. The British should not have done that at all. So that hurt the religious sentiments. That's when Mangal Pandey fired at his senior officer and killed him. So, and then all of his and all the other sepoys also then revolted. They went to Delhi and made Bahadur Shah Zafar as the figurehead of the whole revolt. And due to all this commotion, the other rulers like Jhansi ki Rani, Rani Lakshmibai, Begum Hazrat Mahal, Nana Sahib, these all people who lost their privileges or kingdoms, and there were many others as well, they all decided that this was the right chance to kick the British out of India, and not for the freedom of India. They only did this because they would get their privileges back. If the British would stay in India, they would obviously not get their privileges. They would not get their privileges. But if they kicked the British out, they would have their privileges. So they weren't like other freedom fighters like Bhagat Singh, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Sukhdev, Rajguru, Chandrasekhar Azad, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, etc., etc. You get my point. Because the difference is that all of these other people like Bhagat Singh, Netaji, Lala Lajpat Rai, these all people wanted the independence of India, while these guys like Rani Lakshmibai, Nana Sahib, Begum Hazrat Mahal, these all guys just wanted to have their privileges and kingdoms. Do you think that if the British would not have taken these guys' privileges, they would revolt? Obviously not. They would obviously not revolt if the British didn't do any of this. The revolt would not have happened if the British didn't do such harsh activities. So that was basically my reasoning. I don't think that these guys should be considered as freedom fighters. They should all, and I'm not obviously not discouraging their courage, valor, and all of those things. No, they were great in that aspect, but they did not fight for India's independence. Because hypothetically, if the British were kicked out, India would not be an independent country. These all people would just get their own spears of land and they would continue ruling there only. So basically, they didn't fight for India's independence. They only fought for their privileges and their kingdom or land. So guys, hope you enjoyed my video. If you disagree on my thoughts, you can obviously comment down below in a respectful manner with correct reasoning. I would like to see if you guys disagree. So guys, comment down below if you agree with me or if you do not agree with me. I want to find out what's your take on this. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.